Hey guys, Bright Lights here, and welcome to this extra spicy deck profile that I believe can top tier 1 decks, such as Kagura, Oracle Think Tank, and Spike Brothers. So, this is like tier 0. Tier 0 shit right here. So, to the start of, we're playing Vivid Rabbit. He is your grade 3 searcher, because we're not playing many grade 3s, so it's good to have some sort of consistency. We are playing 4 Fennel as the base of our engine of stalling. So her ability is she legions. During the turn she legions and attack the Vanguard. At the end of the battle, she attack the Vanguard, you can Soul Blast 3, then look at the top 5 and add 2 witches from among them and put them to your hand. Then shuffle. Also, when she's put in Vanguard, you can count plus 1 to Soul Charge 3. So, pretty good. I really like her. She's just as your main ride target, and you only really want to ride her. Next up, we're playing 1 Mint for a bit of herbiness, I guess you could say. She's here because she's a witch. That's about it. So you can search her out with this. So, yep. That's it for grade 3s. Only 5 of them. Yep. Next up for grade 2s, we are playing for Chicory. Why? Because this one's SP. That's about it. Plus, because they're 12k, it can hit rear guards early. Yeah, so for her, to make your spicy dish look beautiful, you play 4 jasmines, because flowers are cool and all that stuff. To add extra spice, we play 4 cardamoms. I should explain what jasmine does. Jasmines, when you place on rear, you can count plus 1, soul charge 3, and she gets plus 3k to end the turn. So, soul charging. This is cardamom is your other witch clone. It's the one that, like, when you soul blast her, you can count plus 1 and call it to rear guard, and she gets plus 2k. So, it's pretty good. So, yeah, that's it for grade 2s. It's a pretty simple deck, but yeah. Next up, because vegetable, I'm sick of doing all the joke already. 24 Stride Enablers. Best Doge for Hati, because you can make nice columns when you Soul Blast with Chicory. When you Soul Blast with Fennel, I mean, you can make 22 or 21k columns with your grade 2s. So, he's good to play 4 off. I like him. Good booster. And then 2 Rain Element Tears. They represent the salty tears coming from your opponent when you stall them out and make them deck out. That's basically why they're here. And also because you can Soul Blast 2, then unflip damage based on how many face-up Cray Elementals you have, which is a lot, because I'm bored and like to play Cray Elementals. Next up, we play 2 Onions. Basically your cardamom clones, but for grade 1. She's just there in case your field gets blown up and you need to recover somehow. 4 perfect guards. Which ones? The strawberries, which perfect guards, because they can be searched out. Simple as that. Triggers. 4 witch crits. 2 grenade childs for the explosiveness. She's just there because she can move to soul. If you want, you can play the witch one, but I don't really care. 3 dreaming dragons to prevent yourself from decking out. 3 Taharo, guaranteed stand when you soul blast her, and you can, with the revelations, pretty cool. And also stops you from decking out a bit faster. 4 heals. So, I've seen people like play 7 crit, 3 stand, 2 draw, but I like this build because it helps you stall better. Like, you can swing at rear guard, attack with Vanguard, then restand your rears, swing some more with rears. And since your main win con is to deck your opponent out, yeah, stalling is good. So, yeah, I should explain what these guys do. So, this one, if you can put it back to your deck, and then if you have a witch, you can draw a card. Then you look at top 3, add 1 to soul, and then put the rest to drop zone. This one's your Flame of Victory clone, you can just move it to soul, give a unit plus 2k. This one is at the end of your turn. that you call it, you can, just at the end of the turn, you can Generation Break 1, put it at the top of your deck, shuffle your entire drop zone into your deck, and then if you turn 10 or more cards, you get to draw a card. So typically it'll be late game when you have like one card left in deck, then you just shove it all back. It's good. That's what I typically do. I just hold these in my hands for as long as possible. The Taharo skill is Rearguard, Revelation. So when she's put on Rearguard, you look at the top card of your deck, then leave it there, or you can move it to Soul. If you move it to Soul, you have to rest a unit. Typically, just rest her because she's only 4k boost. Then the other skill is Generation Break 1. Move her to the bottom of the deck. When she's moved to the drop zone from your Soul, you get to choose one of your Rearguard standards. So, what a nice little combo, I guess you could say, is if you have Chicory. Well, it's not even really a combo, but this is how you should be doing things. More of that. More of these. And let's see, this is the Rearguard. So what you can do is attack with this column, attack with this column, attack with this column. If you Vanguard, use her skill, Soul Blast 3. Then you Counterblast 1 for her ability. Bring it onto the field, retire. Then you activate her ability. Since you Soul Blasted her, you send it to the bottom, stand here. And if you're on GB1, this becomes a 21k column by itself. So if it's doing an extra attack, that hits pretty decent numbers. So I definitely recommend playing Taharo. Helps you stall, really, really good. Then heals because G-Guards and stuff. So that's it for triggers. That's why you play Taharo and Dreaming Dragon combination and stuff. So if you can't tell, this is more of a troll deck. Cause yeah, it's just a troll deck. Hence why. Oops. I'll probably make an Oracle Think Tank update eventually, but yeah, waiting on Trinity Dragon to actually get to me. So we're playing 2 Madiu because when you're in Legion, you get a Strad Madiu and you get your Legion stuff back, or you get your Grade 3 back, so it's really good. 2 Blizzard because your first strike typically Blizzard. You flip over a Madiu or something. This could be a Sea Breeze as well if you really want. So you can flip over, so you have 2 face up for your Salty Tears. So you can Soul Blast 2 and then flip up 2 or to countercharge 2, just like that, after your first ride. So yeah, and this could be for late game, for what I care. You want to play 1 tier for the Soul Charge early game, 1 Clove. Tier, what he does is you can Soul Blast 3, then look at top card, then you get to put it back or bottom, then he gets a new skill. Whenever you drive check a grade 1 or higher, you get to Soul Charge 3, so you can potentially Soul Charge 9 with this guy, which is pretty good. So her ability, this Clove's ability is, when she attacks a Vanguard, you can Soul Blast 6, and then all your witches get plus 5k, and including her. And if you have 2 or more hearts, she gets a crit. So yeah, she's there as like sort of your finisher if they don't have a perfect guard. Play 2 Doombrace for the mid game. Mid game, late game, if you actually want to kill them, you can play this guy. It's really good. I don't need to explain them. It's just basic stuff. 2 Vanguards, because he's Vanguard. It's Genesis. You should play this guy. You could play 4. You could take out a Doombrace and an extra G-Guard that I'm playing to play a second pair. So basically his ability is when he attacks a Vanguard, you can Soul Blast 6, flip over a copy of him, and then he gets a new ability that during just before your draft check, at the beginning of your draft step, so after they play all their guard, you look at the top 4 cards, rearrange them any way you want from top to bottom. So you can send as many to the top and as many to the bottom, sack your deck, it's good. So yeah, that's it for actually stridable cards. I know, not that many, because we're actually playing 6 G-Guards because the reason why we're playing 6 G-Guards is because since we're cycling heals so often, like you could have 3 face up, and then you'll probably have 3 again in your hand since you've been recycling your deck so often that you'll have another 3 heals in hand, so you can just drop them all in one battle. And since G-Guards count as you must have 3 or more face up. If you have 4 face up in your G zone, you can't use it anymore. If you have 3, you can use as many as you want in one battle. So yeah, so we're playing 3 Goddess of 7 Colors, Iris. Her ability is in Place on Garden Circle, you can soul charge 3 cards from your drop zone, she gets plus 5k shield. Play 3 because it's really good for soul recycling with your cardamom and onions. 1 Dismal because it's Cray Elemental. 2 Screws because it's Cray Elemental. And because sometimes you want to drop stuff into the drop zone, like your cardamoms. you drop into your drop zone with this guy, and then you Iris it back. That's typically how it goes, and you stall. So Iris is there to help you rebuild your field after things like Kagura blows it up. This one's just there for general defense. So yeah. So really the aim of this deck is just to swing at the rear guards a bunch of times and just slowly deck them out. It's not a very... Well, I wouldn't say it's not fun. It's actually very fun. I absolutely enjoy it. It's my favorite deck to have fun with at locals. Yeah, I absolutely enjoy this deck. It's complete blast to play. It's not the most expensive deck out there. It's quite budget friendly to an extent. So the most expensive card is Vanguard. Yeah, Vanguard would be the most expensive card, but even then, he's not necessary to win the game because he's just an optional card. So yeah, thanks for watching this kind of silly deck profile, and hopefully I'll see you again next week once I make a proper deck profile for Oracle Think Tank updates. See you then.